San Jose, I'm coming to you Wednesday, February 28th, 8 p.m. at the San Jose Improv. It's my first time in the Bay Area doing a big show, so come through. You can get tickets at fumiabe.com. Welcome to Cash Cuties,
your favorite financial podcast where two dumbwits talk about the best of the best in today's society. I'm Steffie Baik.
And I'm Fumi Abe.
Sick.
If you're listening to this on your Apple Pod app, please leave a review and hit follow on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel for the video version of this podcast. All the links are available in the episode description below.
Hell yeah. Hey, we got some dono daddies today.
Hi.
Yeah. We got Jason D with $5.
Thank you so much. Devin C, $5. Thank you so much. If you want to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com/cashcutiespod, give us a donation, and you'll get a shout out on the podcast and as well as some bonus episodes on the Patreon.
We got a good one out there right now.
We put a lot of stuff out in the last 2 weeks. A lot of good bonus episodes. So check that out at patreon.com/cashcutiespod. Today's a family episode, y'all. It's a family episode.
I love it when it's like this.
It's easy.
It's easy, but it's intimate.
I know. And you know what? I feel like our downloads have been pretty good even when it's just us two, which is good.
They love us.
They love it, which means we don't even need anybody. I mean,
yeah,
we're still going to get guests.
You know what? We'll rot in this household together.
When you just said rotting, I imagined a meteor falling on Earth and everybody dies. And then can you imagine dying right here, right now in this podcast? Like in the future when archaeologists find what civilization used to be like, they just find us podcasting. That's fucking embarrassing.
It's
dude.
So embarrassing. You mean they find SD cards? Ours happen to be the only ones.
They find SD cards,
and they're like, "Whoa, they were talking about money.
Money a lot."
Yeah, and I don't think they had any money.
That's so funny that we're gonna be like in some textbooks under the definition freelancer. Like that is so sad. That is so sad. I'm so much more than this. Anyways,
right. I felt like today we decided we want to talk about the financials ins and outs of 2024.
That's right. This is a thing that's been on the internet a lot. I guess people are doing this towards the end of the year, like their ins and outs. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to do like a Cash Cuties / money version of this. And we were working on this list yesterday, and we have a lot to say.
I think what's in is buying on a whim as long as it's under $100. Don't overthink it. Just spend the money if it makes you feel good. Just practice it.
Practice it?
Yeah, practice.
You just like gotta go to the store and buy. Why did this come up for you?
I think like last year, especially during the strike, that's my excuse. For the first so many months, I think both of us were freaking out about money. Mm-hmm, we had set up some goals, and then like the strike happened, and we're like, oh my god, we're all gonna like be fucking poor. And that made me go into survival mode and also a weird sort of sad depression about not buying, like going to get my favorite coffee every single day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm now at a place where I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Like now that things are back. And honestly, I don't even, we both did financially pretty good. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
We did better than what we
thought we would.
We thought we did. So like high five to that. That's hot, right?
But do you think, what would you say to somebody who's like, well, even if you're in debt, you should be on a whim? Or is this like a responsible thing? Or is this more of an attitude thing? Because what I'm hearing is you saying like, just don't deprive yourself of shit.
You know what?
Don't be so stingy is what I'm hearing.
Damn, I didn't even think that deep into it. Yeah, I mean, okay, that could be ignorant. Yes, if you're in debt, don't go do that. You know,
but also if you're in debt, it's also like you're already in debt. You know what I mean? You're already in debt.
You could be like Jason Cheney.
You could be like Jason Cheney.
Just like ignore it, separate yourself, dissociate from it, and like and then like go spend on it.
If you're in debt, dissociate is a hilarious thing that we should put on a sticker. No, but you know what? And can I just say something? I know I'm not in debt, and maybe I'm speaking from a privileged standpoint of not being in debt, but I do think that. As someone who's always been stingy with money and money conscious, I've lived a life. I don't think that I've like not lived a fun life, but there have been moments where I've deprived myself of things. And what is life if not a collection of really fun experiences? And I think that I'm not saying go out and buy a yacht. That's why she said under $100. But if it's like, if you're like at a restaurant and there's like a thing you want that's $25, but you're being cheap and buying something for $15, just spend that extra 10. Get that bacon mac and cheese or whatever the fuck you're eating.
Get the rechargeable battery.
Get the what?
The battery instead of like the 15. The batteries are so expensive these days.
Yes.
Did you notice that? It's instead of buying the regular batteries that you can't recharge, buy the $25, $30 battery that you can recharge and feel like you're doing something for society.
And that extra $10 you spent, I promise you, like it'll bring you more than $10 of joy. So don't be afraid of debt. Don't be afraid of debt.
I think that things with inflation, things have gotten so expensive. I cannot believe. I recently went to a place in Los Feliz, and yes, I say Los Feliz.
Thank you. People keep saying Feliz or whatever.
Yeah, thank you.
It's Feliz. It's a Spanish fucking word.
And then you know what? Somebody goes, well, wouldn't you just then say Los Angeles? And you know what, bitch? Depending on who I'm talking to, I'll say Los Angeles.
She's got a lot of Mexican friends. Don't underestimate LA native.
Put some respect on there, right?
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
So anyways, I was there. I went to a cafe with a girlfriend. I paid, okay, tell me how much you think. They have sandwiches. They have brunch.
Okay.
I got a granola yogurt with just granola, and it had fruits on top, like berries. Like a bowl like the size of maybe my palm.
That's small.
How much would you think that was?
Okay, so I think that should be like 8 or 10, but I know that in brunch world, even that is probably close to like 15.
You're right. It was $17 and with tip.
Dude, that's 18. Wait, so 17, so 3.4 times, that's $20.40. That's great for that.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's great. The thing is, I have no idea what kind of yogurt it is. This could literally be
Dannon.
It could be Dannon. I mean, I love Dannon, but like
Dannon's
$20 for Dannon.
Ralph's, yeah.
I don't know what kind of granola. That could be like fucking in a box.
Was it
like,
incredible? Did it blow your mind or just like
no?
Whatever? Dude, inflation plus like brunch vibes. Like those two concepts are evil, and that they're like, to me, brunch and inflation is like it's highway robbery, man. It's crazy. It's like robbing a bank in daylight.
Yeah,
we're all getting robbed.
But we are so. You know what's funny? We are so desperate for brunch that we will pay. Like, we love brunching so much. We want a reason.
Yeah.
To spend money. What is this? Why do we need?
Why'd you go to brunch? Was it like a friend?
It was a friend I hadn't seen in a while because they were traveling. So
Yeah.
we hung out. My girlfriend Gia, and we were we're just like catching up, and we
Yeah.
knew there was going to be a situation where we want to like it feels, brunch is like cute.
Brunch is cute.
It feels vibey. My thing is, what my thing is, I feel like stores need to explain where they got their products, how much they're spending on their products. They need to be detailed.
You want the math?
Yeah, I want them to be like, oh, like we went out, like the chef went out and like, milk the cows and then like churned the fucking, the yogurt.
Yes.
And then kept it in the refrigerator for like whatever, 30, 40 days.
Yes.
And then maybe I'll be like, yeah,
$70. Yeah.
Did you pick those berries?
Yeah.
Did you taste? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think there needs to be more radical transparency with food prices, because some companies do that. Like I know Everlane does that with clothes. Did you remember that? That was their whole thing when they came out. They're like, this is how much it costs to make our clothes, and this is how much we're charging.
Yeah.
Some like clothing or like retail places do that, but no one does it with food.
No.
So, to your point about the cake, sometimes cakes be $13, bro. And I'm like, do the math. Do the math,
crazy.
bitch. Do the math. Where's this milk from? France? Like, what's going on? Right?
That's
Using
insane.
fucking camel milk? Like, what's happening right now? I completely agree. I think if you show me the math, it would better help me make this decision of like, I guess like the point of math is like, it's good to understand that if you're getting ripped off or not. But also it's this point of like, look me in the eyes if you're going to fuck me. That's what you're asking this brunch spot to do. If you're going to fuck me, look me in the fucking eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me feel all of the energy at least. Like
Yes.
I want my money's worth.
Yes. That is
Fuck
so
me.
good.
Yeah,
That's
like-
such a good thing. Because they used to, remember back in the day, they didn't even show calories, but now if you go to McDonald's, they show calories.
Yeah. Wait, does that make a difference for you? It makes me buy less though.
Well, see, I don't know science, so those numbers mean nothing to me.
Dude, I just watched something where they say like if you karaoke, you can burn, like doing 2-3 hours of karaoke can burn calories. Like
Oh, yeah, I've heard
1,000.
that.
You saw that?
Yeah, a lot of like Japanese businesswomen do that during lunch. because they don't want to exercise, so they go to karaoke by themselves.
Dude, but it is a workout. It's an ab work. Like right now, you know, I say this, and this is like kind of problematic. Is like when I get a cold or a cough, and I'm like, it's activating my cores. So I know I feel sick, but at the same time, basically, I'm at my own gym. My body working out.
So you're saying you're gonna open a gym where everybody just gets sick and coughs all the time, and then by the time when you leave, you have abs, but also bronchitis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it provides. You know what? You could probably sell that. It's like, oh, also you're strengthening your immune system.
God damn. Hey, you know what's in 2024? Coughs are in. Coughing is in. Coughing is in. Working out is out. Yeah. Okay. We love that.
Yeah.
What else is okay? For me, you know what's out for me, dude? This is gonna be a hot take because I'm also a comedian, but Netflix is out. Netflix is out, and I will tell you why. Okay. Netflix is now $18 a month or some shit like that. It's something around there. When I got it in college, not to sound like an old guy, but it was like $7 or something.
I remember that. And I
remember
$7.
thinking like, oh, that's fair because it's streaming. Like there's no physical copies. That's fair.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been that long since I graduated from college. That's not true. It's like 10 years.
That's such a lie.
It's been 10 years, but still, it's still more double in 10 years. What?
No,
so you tell me in 10 more years Netflix is gonna be $35 a month? Fuck no. That plus like I just don't. Be honest. Like, what's the last thing you fucking watched on Netflix? I just feel like it's all right.
You know what I watched and it was really good? December.
Oh, is that on Netflix?
I'm pretty sure that was on Netflix.
It's a movie about the pedophile.
Yes. Yes.
Julia Moore and the Asian guy.
And it is on. Let me make sure. Yes, it's on Netflix. The thing is, typically people use other people's Netflix accounts,
right?
But they've been cracking down, which is really what's fucked up. They not only have they increased the prices, they've also been like,
you can't share.
Putting a cock block amongst people. Like people have stayed friends on purpose for years because they have each other's Netflix shit. Like they want to keep it. And so I'm like, how could they be doing this to us?
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like, not to get super sad, but ultimately all of this is because the CEO of Netflix wants to buy a yacht. Like it doesn't make a difference whether to charge 8 or 18. Like it's just because that guy wants more money. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it doesn't cost that much. It's streaming. I know they have to build data centers and stuff, but like half of the shit on Netflix nobody watches. They could just clear some shit out. Like there's a way to do this where you don't have to charge me $18 fucking a month. And again, we don't watch it every day. And yes, we were sharing, but like me and Maria collectively we subscribe to Apple TV, HBO, Hulu, and Netflix, and I think maybe Peacock. So we're spending like over $100 on streaming a month, right? That's cable. That's fucking cable. I just don't think it's worth it. I actually got rid of Crunchyroll, the anime one, because I love anime, but I realized I only watch it when something new comes out.
How much is a Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll is it's up there. It's like 15.
It's the price of a real Crunchyroll. Like if you go to a sushi spot.
A real sushi roll.
It's about the same price.
That would be so funny if that's how they did the pricing. They just go to like Nobu or whatever, and they're just like, how much? Okay, and then they just change it every time.
For Peacock, like hanging out with the peacock at the zoo is about that same price.
Yeah. That's how finance works.
Honestly, though, right? Or where are they pulling these numbers out of that? Why is my yogurt of $20? Like, where do they pull that number out? Are you really telling me that like it cost like to get those materials? No.
I just think with food specifically, it's fucking bullshit.
Absolutely.
But then there's also a side of me that's like, I know how hard it is to run a restaurant. Like I had a couple of friends trying to start a restaurant, and then the pandemic hit, and they like showed me the math, and they actually didn't open it because it was going to be a waste of money. But most of the I mean, I get the restaurant industry is hard, but like, again, we're not saying that it's not hard. We're saying just be honest. Don't if you're gonna fuck us, look us in the eyes. That's all we're saying. That's Netflix.
Look us in the eyes and pet us also.
Yes.
Touch us to sleep.
So Netflix is out for me. What else?
I feel like I have this feeling and need to, when I hang out with anyone younger than me, I want to pay for them.
Yes.
So, right?
Yes. I love it.
It makes me feel like a Korean word for it's like the older sibling is like 언니 or 누나, depending if it's a boy or girl.
Shit. Yeah.
Yes. I want to. I don't know if it's also a power move or whatever, but it also makes me feel like more wise or some shit, like in a selfish manner. But it also, I feel like I'm taking care of them like a baby.
Yeah.
And I like that. Like I like that energy. So like paying for people who are younger is in and who suck up to us. Like I'm okay, you younger people sucking up to me. I will pay for your food for the suck up energy. Like I want you to people please me.
That feeling that you get when you pay for, if especially if it's like, for me, like, I don't do this that often, but if I was hanging out with like a couple of younger comedians, not just age, but like career-wise younger than me, who are like newer, and they're asking me all kinds of questions, like I'm gonna pay for them. And it's not that I'm killing it, but it's like that's just what you do, and I love that feeling.
You know what we're doing right now?
What are we doing?
We're passing on this thing to the next generation that Asian parents and Asian the ancestors have done for us.
For us, yes.
They've been paying for no reason, paying for younger people and for the people who are really beneath them.
Yeah.
We're
passing it on.
Passing it on.
When I was 19, people did pay for me. Like I remember when I was working at Ippudo, they would take me to like bars and restaurants and stuff sometimes just to hang out, or like we go to hostess bars, and I never paid anything. And I felt so cute. I felt so like taken care, and I loved it. And I remember that's one of the things I loved about Japanese culture, or like Asian culture. I was like, there's like not this equivalent in American culture as much, or it's not so obvious, right? But it's like kind of implied in like a lot of Asian culture. And I fucking love it.
How about though, when you don't do the pushback? When you go out with people who are older who do pay for you, do you still offer? Do you still bring out the check and be, or like bring out your card and be like, do you do that when they're older by so many years? Or by what is it?
I think it's a weird equation of age plus like status. So like when Ronnie takes me out to dinner or something, I feel like it's almost insulting to try to split it. But I'll just be like, oh, are you sure? Like I'll say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you still gotta do that.
I gotta do like, oh, you sure, man? That's really nice, thank you. Like I'll say that, but I'm not pulling out the card. But if it's like a friend who's like 5 years older than me, just a regular dude, I'll like pull out the card and be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
A little bit more aggressive with it, because if he's like, oh yeah, let's split it, I'd be like, that's fine.
You know what? Yeah. We've evolved to just a one time. When remember growing up and watching your parents dealing with this?
17 times.
It was 17 times of no. Like no. Oh no. It was a huge fight.
Huge fight. Also, like people are doing like secret moves, like I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then they go to the cashier. But then when you go to the cashier, your auntie's already there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's it's like who can get there.
Yeah.
Someone invents a time machine, goes back in time and pick. You know what I'm saying? Like people did the wildest shit.
Wildest shit.
But now it's like let's be okay. Let's just go with the flow. Like this is what we like. But yeah, I think paying for young people is in. So if I have any younger friends, hit me up.
No, seriously.
I like that one. That's a very cute one.
We've come so far from last year. Remember when we were when we were poor-ish, and we'd be like, fuck everyone who's like anytime we had to split money.
Oh yeah.
We were just so pissed.
Yeah.
We've come so. Oh my god, we're so arrogant.
Oh, so arrogant. Okay, this is a funny in. I don't know if you wrote this. Being in is in.
Yeah.
In as in inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Because A, bitch is cold.
Yeah.
Okay. And C, it's inflation. Inflation is so crazy. I literally can't even go out. So many times, Marie and I will be like, hey, should we get lunch? And we'll be like, yeah, where should we go? And we're like, oh, maybe we can go to like gelato or whatever. And like, I love gelato, but we'll look at the menu and we're like, God damn, every plate is $25.
Yeah.
And I'm like, lunch?
No.
Lunch, bro? And I'm like, let's just boil some soba or something. And we just, we just eat at home and it's fine. It's not. I'm not saying I don't go out, but like, yeah, I think just being inside. It's expensive out there, folks, and I think we just gotta stay inside.
Yeah, I truly believe that being inside is one of the best ways to save money. I
think it's truly the best way. I mean,
but it is. But it's also the most socially that's how you don't socialize.
Yeah,
and you get comfortable.
Yes, and it's actually dangerous. Actually, I take that back about being able to save money because what do you do when you get lonely? Get on Amazon, right?
Oh my
god! Get on
God.
Mr. Porter. You start buying shit. I know you do that shit.
I do.
Right?
Heater bills.
The heater bill. That's high. But the
on.
heater is gonna be cheaper than going out for brunch. So you gotta.
Is it?
I think
depends on if. See, the thing is, the fact that you are heating up the room for two people is honestly makes more sense. Me being solo.
Right. I split that bill. I split that
you
bill 2
split
ways.
it between
Shout out
the
to my
two.
Google Sheets. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. And like
shit.
wait a second.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. So
No,
maybe
that's like-
it is expensive for you.
It's
Maybe you gotta
expensive
get
because-
out. Guys, I take it back. Being out is in. Okay. Okay, if you're single, being out is in. If you live with a partner or roommates, being in is in.
Or I gotta get my people, the troops in here.
Yeah.
So
and
we
you're
can,
gonna wait. Are you saying that you're gonna stay in and invite some friends over, and when they leave, you're gonna be like, hey, can you actually Venmo me for the heating? Can you imagine?
bro.
I could see us doing that in desperate times.
Dude, if that happened to you, I would be so offended if
Yeah,
someone
that's crazy. I mean, like,
Venmo'd me.
I think it's okay. I think like pitching in for gas money is like whatever. I get it. Gas is crazy, but I've never had anyone ask me like to pitch in for heating. Remember last year when not Con Ed but SoCal Gas emailed everybody and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, FYI, we're gonna double everybody's." Remember
Yeah.
they did that? They
Yeah.
just doubled
Yeah.
everybody's fucking bill.
Yeah.
In those, if that continued for like over a year, I could see a world where
Wait,
people
did
are
it
like,
stop? Because I haven't checked my bill. I don't
stopped,
even want to
stopped,
know.
It stopped.
Really?
But yeah,
I
but-
keep it hot as hell in
Yeah,
here.
I like it. I like it toasty too.
You do, right?
I like it toasty.
Yeah, but you said yesterday when we were on the call, you actually said, "Oh, I'm cold. It's freezing." Were you talking about in your house? I was worried. I was like, "Oh, is he like baking potatoes right now to conserve energy?" And you were wearing like double, triple
did I
layers.
say that?
You did and I was like, "What?" I was like, "My place, I'm like sweating here."
Oh.
I'm like,
Sometimes you know what? Sometimes we don't sleep with the heat on in the morning.
is it a money thing?
I mean, a lot of times we leave it on, but sometimes if I see it, I'm like, do I really need to have that? So I turn it off, and in the morning I regret it because it's like 40 degrees in my apartment.
You know what?
Yeah.
I do have to say that sometimes and a lot of times there's this sound in the back of my head being like the heater is really bad for you. The same way the fan is bad for you in Asian whatever.
It is?
Yeah,
What
having
way?
the fan on you're gonna die. You've heard this,
What
right?
the hell are you talking
Oh,
about?
come on, Fumi. You don't know about this?
I thought you were gonna say bad luck. You're gonna die?
Yeah, Koreans have that superstition where if you keep a fan on while
Why?
you're sleeping,
Why?
you die.
Why?
It's a deep, dark
You
superstition.
can't say that and not
We
you
don't
can't just be
know.
like, you must have heard of it.
It's the same way, like when you keep in the car, you keep the light on, you will get arrested. It's the same thing.
This shit cracks me up because some of my smartest friends are Korean, and then they'll say the dumbest shit like that. You know, they'll go to MIT and be like, "But you can't keep the light on because you're gonna get cancer." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know about the fans, but yeah, I mean, I think about that. So,
It's
but yeah,
because
stay
we're
in.
repressed, okay, Fumi?
That's
Mr.
why?
Japanese. Yeah. So we'll make up superstitions so we can somehow save money. Like the parents are like, yo,
That's what it
yeah,
is.
that's what it is.
It's
it doesn't
not-
matter. It's nothing else.
It's to save.
It's to save
money.
money. Keeping the light on.
Can we
Save
keep
battery.
this Korean tradition going next time we're at dinner? Somebody orders drinks, you don't. They're like, let's split it 8 ways. You're like, actually, in my culture, if you split the bill 8 ways with somebody who doesn't drink cocktails,
You die.
you
Dude.
But you have to say it with an accent so it's believable.
You die.
You die.
And you look each and everyone in the
Yeah.
eye when you say, you die, you
go,
die, you
"Oh."
die, you die, you die. and it will pass on.
Korean Oprah, you
To-
die, you die,
die.
you die.
Everybody dies. Yeah. Check under your seat. Death.
Check on your
Sorry,
feet. Ricin. Or what's that shit called?
What is it?
You know ricin?
Arson?
Ricin is this thing. Is it ricin? Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
It's the thing that he uses to kill that person.
Oh.
I love how your O was also. Wait, Dyson, ricin, die. Is it ricin?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not ricin. It's some fucking.
It's something that
I thought it was
kills
a joke.
you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Should we try it? Should we
yes.
start this? You guys cash cuties?
Wait, Cash Cuties,
We-
if you are
yeah.
of any ethnicity,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be Asian, next time you try to, like, somebody's trying to, like, screw you money-wise,
Yeah.
just be like, actually, in my Peruvian heritage,
Yeah.
if you don't split this Uber bill by distance,
Yeah.
you get colon cancer.
Yeah.
You get colon cancer.
No,
Yeah.
for reals though. We
Yeah.
should just be like, oh yeah, our parents said if it. I really think that if we just blame it on our ancestors or
Yeah.
our parents or our culture, this can actually work.
And I actually think that we're honoring our ancestors because I never thought of these things as saving money. But you're absolutely right. You're 100, because so many times I try to think of it logically scientifically, and it makes no sense. I'm like, why are they? These are some of the smartest people I know. Why is? I'm like, oh, it's because you grew up poor and you had nothing.
No.
That's fucking genius.
No,
bro.
our grandparents have been gaslighting us into believing that this is like my grandma. I think this is also maybe Japanese. Is sleeping where the dinner table is, you turn into a cow. I think that's a Buddhist thing.
Yeah, maybe
something, right?
Yeah.
And I know, obviously, as an adult, that's not gonna happen. But like, also like moo sometimes, right? Like I can't help but like envision that and be like, I'd rather just not like ever even have the opportunity of karma coming back to me because I was laying around while eating my noodles, right? I come back as a goddamn cow and I'm gonna be butchered to smithereens. No, fam, like I'd rather just not even.
This is a bit. Yeah. I love this. I love this. Okay. I love this. This is so fun. Okay. What else? Okay.
But you know what I put is my Gen Z friend told me that Opium Drip is in. Have you guys heard of Opium Drip?
No, what? You just added this and I don't even know what the hell you're
talking
about.
It's a style of clothing where you wear all black with, I feel like it's like the new goth. It's like, have you seen those guys and like fashion kids who are wearing all black and like baggy clothes and like they look like vampires and then they wear silver and they got like sometimes piercings or tattoos and like, do you know what I'm talking about?
For some reason, when I saw Opium Drip, I thought you were talking about like the opium crisis or something. Opium Drip is a misnomer. I feel like opium fashion should just be like dressing like a Chinese person in the 1830s. That's sort of like what Opium Drip should be. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
The opium crisis, you know?
Oh my God. Are they fetishizing Asians with
I don't know. And that's actually a problematic thing because the Europeans brought the opium into China and it's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole fucking thing.
This is radical.
This is a radical. Or maybe we're wrong. Like maybe the Chinese people in the 1830s dress like this. We never know.
We don't know. Opioid crisis drip should be canceled. This should be canceled. Honestly, this is canceled. This is offensive. Problematic.
It's actually out.
You know what?
It's out. We lied. It's out. It's out.
No.
You know what's out? This is controversial. You know what's out?
What?
iPad tipping. iPad tipping is out. When you go to a coffee shop anywhere, they make you tip on the iPad. It's out. Okay, but people are gonna be like, oh, then how are you supposed to tip? I have a solution for you. My problem with iPad tipping is a lot of times it starts at 25% and they're trying to fuck you, right?
Yeah.
Again, they're trying to fuck you. Everybody's trying to fuck you in this time and day and age, whatever the phrase is, right? Financially trying to fuck you. I propose we bring cash back because check it out, right? You get this iPad thing right, 25%. And you're like, fuck, dude, like $4 on this, like, whatever, right? But if you're like, if you go, okay, I got cash, you give them $2 in cash, it feels like you gave them $4 because you physically gave it to them.
Bro, I agree with you. You know what's funny? Based on what you're saying, I just went to the Samosa House because I was on the west side.
That sounds lit. Samosa House?
Yeah, it's delicious, you guys.
So
it's
lit,
so good.
dude.
Culver City Samosa House.
Goddamn, LA's so awesome with the food.
Yeah. I got samosas and I had a $5 bill. They gave me $1 back, and it was weird, but I almost forgot to tip them because I was so used to seeing things on the iPad.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, actually, here, and I felt good. It was like I gave you something. Like, it's real. It's tangible. I think when it's on an iPad, I barely think they even think about it.
They don't even think about it.
They're
it's
not
like,
even grateful.
It's like, why if I don't want to tip you if you're not watching me tip you. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. I make eye contact. I want you to know, and I smile when I'm doing the tipping.
We need that. It's like tipping feels weird if the tipper doesn't get acknowledged.
Yeah.
Right? And it makes me feel bitter and underappreciated. And you can make the argument, well, this is how they make money. I don't give a fuck about that. It's tip. It's not your salary. It's tip. So look at me, smile, say thank you. And I think that. Hey, if you went to college, you know what I'm saying? Marshall McLuhan always said the medium is the message, okay? The iPad, it's not so fun. It's stupid.
I agree.
No one feels anything, but the cash, the medium is the message. Like, you feel good, they feel good, and you can actually give a little bit less, and they still feel good.
Absolutely. Essentially what you're saying is, what's the point of being nice if they don't acknowledge the niceness?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the point?
That's the point.
And it's fucking true. I really
iPad
agree.
tipping is out.
You know what? Coffee. Ugh. walking up, getting coffee,
Yeah.
seeing 15, 20, 30%. Fuck that. It's $1. I'm going to
Fuck
say
that.
it.
Fuck that.
It's $1.
It's $1.
Coffee doesn't matter. Well, if it's two coffees, do we give $2?
No. Oh God.
We gotta lower the standards of tipping, because you know what? I just saw this thing that like apparently the restaurants they don't have to pay as much. Okay, I'm making shit up. I don't know.
First of all, baristas, I believe they do make a decent hourly wage. Like bartenders, for example, when I was working in restaurants, I don't know what it's like now. Bartenders, when I was working, they made $4 an hour because they depend on tips, and that I understand.
Okay.
But if you're making minimum wage is $15, right? I'm not gonna tip you a lot every time. It makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
Bartenders make sense, but with coffee it doesn't. So $1. You know what? May I say iPads are out? Okay, no more iPads. No more tablets. No more tablets.
Okay, can I? No tablets
No
at all.
tablets
Bring
at all.
only cash. Be
Yeah.
dirty. Money is so dirty.
Money's dirty, but like it's hot.
It's
The sound.
hot.
Wait, what's that? Is that what was that?
Well, I was adding to what yours was.
Kaka.
No, it was like it was falling into the abyss of
abyss.
a dark hole.
Like it's flipping.
It's going. Yeah, it's like. Oh wait, that's a different sound. Oh, that's cash.
What is kaka?
Dude, it's 20.
Is that a Korean thing?
25. It's 25 cents. What are you talking about? It's like karbi. It's a scissors. It's just like that. They cut the noodles.
Yeah.
I know you hate that shit.
No, I love Korean
Okay,
food.
can I say something that I just saw?
Please.
Please do. You've got great points. I appreciate our friendship has grown because of all the positive ins that we've been discussing.
Yes.
Fast food chains starting in April in California, the minimum wage is $20 an hour.
Really?
$20 an hour. Right now it's $16.
That's more than PAs. Holy shit.
For every fast food worker. What do you think about that? Isn't that an insane amount of money to like? I love it.
Yeah.
I
think raising the minimum wage is good, but I guess what I'm saying is like, stop with the tipping then. Like we're paying people fair. Like if a barista is making $20 an hour, I don't need to fucking tip you for a coffee, bro.
Yeah. Are we tipping? I don't even remember. Do you tip at like when we go through drive-thrus?
No, you don't tip at fast food restaurants.
No, drive-thrus. Wait, I can't even remember.
I don't. I've never tipped at McDonald's and stuff. They don't even have a tip jar. They typically have like a donation jar, which I heard is a scam.
What do you mean it's a scam?
Like the thing that
the
they
McDonald's
have.
like.
I heard it's a scam. I heard it's like it just doesn't go to any donation places.
No.
That's what I heard. I don't know. And if I heard it, it's the truth.
I always imagine like people putting French fries into those holes and being
so
like,
fucked
"Fuck
up.
you."
That's like that's like a middle
It's
school
like cancer
prank.
children. It's like you have a
Oh
fucking
yeah.
French
It's like
fry.
a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
No, yeah, that's so.
That's so offensive.
That's so rude.
Anyways,
yeah, I'm happy for that. You know what? If they're not getting tipped, they should be getting tipped.
Yeah.
And so $20 an hour, I commend this, and I think it should go worldwide.
Absolutely. So, in conclusion, I hope you guys learned some shit. These are ins and outs, Cash Cuties. I think everything we said is the truth and correct. So don't even come at us in the comment section. Don't be like, but actually, we don't want that, because we are correct.
I need you guys to go and give us a review on Apple, please. By the way, go onto Apple and only give us 5 stars, please.
Yes.
Don't do this bullshit. You know, I think people accidentally give us one. There was like a couple people that did that. Listen,
but you can redo it. You can redo it.
Oh, that's what I heard.
You just have to go back and give us another 5-star review, and it will replace your rating just gets updated.
Okay, please give us a review. Tell us why you love me and Fumi so much. And we will continue to give you what you're looking for this year.
That's right.
Right?
We got cool guests coming up, and we got 3 cameras set up now. Our YouTube views are looking good.
Well, I mean, one is an iPhone that Fumi just got. And he's financing it. So we obviously need some help. Like we'd like another camera, but for right now, an iPhone.
this camera. That's right. iPhones are great. They're great.
No, it's hot.
Anyways, please follow us on all the socials at
Yes.
Cash Cuties Pod. You can also find me on there at the Fumi Abe. That's THGFUMIABE.
And my Instagram is baked goods, BAIKEDGUDS. Venmo me at Steffie is me.
Hey. Please email us at cashcutiespodcast@gmail.com with your questions, your concerns, your financial binds. We love it when we hear like about a financial tiff that you were in, and we love discussing it on here. The emails that we've been getting in the past have been so funny, so please continue to do that. We love doing that on the show.
I would, you know what I would love to hear is like I want to hear like something dirty someone has done with money. You can be anonymous. Let us know. Tell us like something dirty or interesting that you even heard of. It doesn't even have to be you.
It has to be you. It could be anything.
It could be
Make
anything.
It up.
Tell
Whatever.
us something interesting.
Something fun.
That has to do with money.
What else?
But,
Shout out to the sound engineer Domagoy,
Hell
video
yeah.
editor Matthias, and our analyst Holly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love you.
We love you guys so much, and we'll be back next week with a new episode. But until then, spend your money wisely.
Or don't have fun with it.
Bye.
Dirty people. Bye.